So this video is going to be a little bit different from my normal style, so hope you enjoy. Let's roll.
Now listen, I know I made a video a little while ago defending video games, right? But despite how much I fucking love them, right?
So this video is going to be mostly hypocritical, mostly serve as a devil's advocate to his other video.
There are
Great.
some things I do find kind of annoying about them. Nothing big though, just a few small complaints.
I had to watch this stupid shit twice for this video. They're not small complaints, they are stupid complaints. I'm going to explain why.
That made me want to throw my fucking controller through the TV. Small complaints. So take notes, game developers.
That's really what you're going for to represent game developers, people who work their ass off to bring you content every single year. You fucking idiot.
Here's my part 1 video of things I don't like about video games that I and everyone else on Earth wants to see change ASAP.
Hey, when did you start talking for me? No, you can't just generalize people like that. You can't just say everyone agrees with me because I have a YouTube channel and I'm making this video. No, that's not how things work, Mr. Grade A. It's not.
Fucking loading screens, man! Listen, I hate loading screens, right? And so do you.
Yeah, people do hate loading screens. Completely right. Right on the ball there. I don't like loading screens. I doubt you do. But we're gonna talk about why he's stupid more on in this video. That's kind of the point.
Now fucking load the game already, man! I don't want to look at this still image for half an hour, right?
It's funny that he uses High Rise from MW2 for his little loading screen thing there, because last time I checked, Modern Warfare 2's loading screens were next to nothing, almost as short as Black Ops 2's, which was done in a couple of seconds. So maybe do your research a little bit? Just saying. Damn.
Not an art gallery. I want to play a video game. Honestly, some games take the fucking piss with their loading screens, man. Like, for example, take the popular PlayStation 3 game, Loading Screen Simulator, also known as Grand Theft Auto 5's online mode.
Okay, I'm gonna defend GTA a little. I mean, it's not that long of a loading screen. It's a long loading screen, especially on PS3, where the CPU is completely shit and it takes forever to load. But it's one loading screen for the entire game. Like, you load this huge world, 3 times bigger than anything Rockstar had ever created before, and yeah, it's gonna take a little while to load, but it's definitely worth it, I would say.
That shit takes way too long to load, man. And the game in general, like, there's so much waiting involved in that game. Not only does the fucking game take like 20 minutes to install the first time you get it right, but I timed this. For me clicking on this thing here on my PS3 menu to finally being online and actually playing online mode, it takes my PS3 4.5 minutes to load every time I want to play. 4.5 minutes, man!
Okay, 4.5 minutes, yeah, that's pretty long. Definitely long time, but hey, you're playing on PS3 still, aren't you? I mean, I'm not gonna make the generalization that all YouTubers are rich, but I mean people like Nero Cinema, who gets an average about 30,000 views a video, can survive, buy all the new games and consoles that come out and still have a really good gaming PC. And you have about 3 million subscribers, so really, why haven't you upgraded yet? I mean, obviously the loading screen times are still going to be slow, but you could get a PC for $500 and the loading screens would be fairly fast, way faster than that old PS3, man. Come on.
That's way too long. I've had one night stands in the past where the bird was in and out of my apartment door quicker than that. And it's so boring during it too. Like, all they give you during those 4.5 minutes to keep you occupied is this shitty little slideshow of cartoons. Fuck you, Rockstar! Is this your idea of keeping me entertained? This is mind-numbingly boring. At least have the decency to play a random radio station for some music, or give me a little mini-game or something. Or fuck it, even one of those shitty screensavers from Windows 95, or some porn.
You know, Grade, this is the first smart thing you've said the entire video. I absolutely agree. There's a game in GTA Online called Don't Cross the Line. I think it'd be a lot of fun to play that in the loading screens. So, you know what, Grade? You win 1 point. But 1 point on -7.5 is still fucking low.
Give me something, man! Seriously, I hate loading screens, right? But here's the thing that I don't understand. Back like 15 years ago or some shit, right? Games didn't even really have loading screens. You press the start button, and boom! You're pretty much playing the game instantly. And at the very worst, you had to wait a few seconds.
Honestly, I've got to say this is my main complaint with the video. How someone can be so ignorant. Someone can be so ignorant in a video like this to an audience of over 3 million, and you don't even know the facts about things. For one, cartridge games are proven to load faster. It's a proven fact that cartridge games load faster. Why do people switch to CD games if cartridges would solve all the problems? Well, because for one, CD games are more streamlined. They can hold more storage, and you also may ask, well, when I download a game to my console, then why doesn't it load super fast? Here's another thing. It's called a hard drive. It's what most consoles run on, and that's what you hear even if you have your game downloaded. It's the hard drive spinning, it's the disk spinning. And most consoles don't have SSDs, which increases loading times exponentially. So it's all these factors combined together, but you're completely stupid in thinking that a game like GTA Online is gonna take way longer to load than fucking Super Mario Bros. From 1983. Seriously, get your facts together.
Why have we taken this step backwards, having loading screens going from seconds to fucking minutes?
I can say with full confidence that we have taken no steps backwards. Gaming is improving each and every year, and it's fantastic for the industry and everything it's becoming.
Well, it's because people seem to have really strong boners for video game graphics. And it's such a 3 pills of Viagra strong boner, right? That they seem to care more about the graphics and less about how fun it is.
Okay, this really pisses me off. Okay, for one, you use stereotypical nerds staring at a character from some video game, not sure what, and you're like, oh, people are just like, video games, the whole fucking problem with video games is because people like graphics. Yeah, no shit, people like graphics. If a game has bad graphics, it's gonna give me headaches. It's not gonna be good to look at. And regardless how fun it is, it can still be shit because the graphics are not up to par. Now, obviously, I'll go into this later on even more, but graphics aren't everything, as he says, but graphics can make up a great part about video games, and to completely write them off and say graphics don't matter and that anyone who cares about graphics is a fucking idiot is ignorant and stupid.
What the fuck is this? That's like going to a restaurant and ordering some food, right? And caring less about how it tastes and more about how it fucking smells. Listen, you dickhead. Newsflash, right? I pay good money for video games because I want to have fun, right? Not because I want to see something visually stunning. If I wanted to look at something visually stunning, I'd just have a look between my legs. So as long as it's fun, right? What the fuck do you care how it looks? It's a video.
I do care how it looks because I don't want my video games to look like shit. As he said, I paid good money for this game, and I'm not gonna have it look like garbage. Like, sometimes you contradict yourself. Like, that's all I have to say here.
Your game, not your fucking girlfriend. I don't give a shit if a game looks fucking amazing or if it looks like Lindsay Lohan's ass. How fun a game is the only thing you should be focusing on. Graphics do not make a game fun.
As I said before, yes, graphics do not make a game fun, but they can lead to the fun of the game, because Battlefield 1 would not be quite as fun if I didn't see the dirt get placed on my gun as I trud through the trenches and stab people with my bayonet. I would not be as immersed, and in turn I wouldn't have as much fun if the graphics were not up to par.
Right, trust me. And that's the exact same approach I take to my videos. Like, they don't look the best, right? But how my videos look isn't the main focus. Like, here, watch this. Right there, mate. Does this make the video any more enjoyable?
No, it doesn't make the video any more fun, because I already wasn't having fun, so to increase on that factor would be redundant. But here's another thing. That's not fucking graphics. That's an art style. Your art style works for you because it's simple, and to impede on that fact is just stupid. You have your art style down for you, and it works for you. Take, I Hate Everything. He constantly used to switch up his art style, and a lot of people would be mad because it was him, but it didn't make the videos any less enjoyable. So, technically he's right, but that's not a comparison. He keeps trying to make these comparisons, but they keep failing, and he keeps making stupid statements and makes himself look like an idiot.
No, it fucking doesn't, does it? So stop caring about graphics. You see? I told you, man. Graphics don't mean shit.
Quit reiterating the same point. You're not making any progress. You're just sounding more and more increasingly like an idiot, and kind of insane as you keep repeating the same fact that you seem to think that graphics don't mean anything. Because I can say they do. They do mean stuff.
Graphics do is give you longer loading times. For example, right, the space exploration game No Man's Sky, at times, right, it would have you waiting 15 minutes.
Use No Man's Sky as an example? Yeah, those loading screens are outrageous, but it's No Man's Sky. The game is completely poorly optimized. And let's not forget, it was made by an indie team. It was poorly optimized, hyped to hell, and rushed out. Don't use No Man's Sky as an example. There's many other games you could use as an example. How about Duke Nukem Forever if we're really burring things up from the past? Or Fallout 4. Yeah, Fallout 4. That's bully Bethesda games, man.
Even with this boost on, it still says it'll take 15 minutes to even get there. It took so long to get here. I'm not even kidding.
15 fucking minutes, man! No wonder it has such a low rating on Steam. Now who the fuck wants to wait 15 minutes in between levels? Pretty fitting that you call your game No Man's Sky, cause that's exactly who enjoyed the game.
Yeah, nobody liked that game because, as I said before, it was poorly optimized and rushed. What are you not getting? Yeah, it's got low user ratings. Have you really not heard anything about Sean Murray, the lying piece of shit? I mean, for someone that seems to be so into the gaming community, why haven't you heard about this stuff? The biggest blunder, I would say the biggest blunder of 2016 in the gaming industry, anyway.
What that does it, mate? I've had enough of this shit. When games have loading screens that are long enough for me to pass bodily functions, you know you're going wrong somewhere. Now listen, all graphics do is fuck things up. So fuck graphics. And
no, don't listen to this man. Don't fuck graphics. Graphics do make the game better to a certain extent.
Any game developers who don't give a fuck about graphics either, they get my respect. So I want to give props to all the games who said fuck graphics, I'm going to focus on making the game fun instead. So props to Mega Man 9 for going back to their NES roots. Props to The Legend of Zelda for making Wind Waker in the style that they did.
Dude, have you even seen Wind Waker? Especially Wind Waker HD. That game is fucking beautiful, man. Like, it's a masterpiece. Like, the music, the graphics, the wind, like, the game is beautiful. I don't understand how you're putting this in the group of bad graphics and why it's fun. It's an incredibly fun game with great graphics. It's laughable, really.
Props to Notch, the OG and possibly the grandfather of the fuck graphics. All I want to do is make a game that's as fun as a pair of tits to play with mentality, right?
Technically, Minecraft doesn't have bad graphics. It's got good graphics. It's just the style of how the game looks. Technically, the graphics are good, and sometimes Minecraft is visually stunning. But let's take another look. It's the fact that he's an indie developer and that he can make a game that's a multi-billion-dollar empire all on its own. That's the real thing you want to commend him on. Seriously.
And most of all, I want to give props to the most beloved game made of recent times, fucking Undertale, for not giving a shit about graphics, but instead choosing to focus on making a fucking amazing game with an amazing soundtrack instead. As it fucking should be.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I like me some Undertale, especially if you're looking on the banner for this channel. What represents me is Sans from Undertale, and you're completely right, the game is great. It's got a great story, a great soundtrack, but it comes up to the thing that it was an indie developer, and he wanted to show what he could do with a Kickstarter and imagination. So, yeah, I guess you're right.
And that's just some of my complaints about video games. I'm not even done. Like, I'll have a part 2 video out soon as well.
Oh god, there's gonna be more of this shit? If it's as bad as this one, I'll do another video on it.
But listen, right? I want to end this video by giving a quick shout out to my boys over at lootcrate.com.
So the rest of the video is basically just a ad for Loot Crate and a little bit of an explanation of why I hadn't uploaded for 3 weeks. But honestly, this video is just ignorant. It spreads mistruths, and that's probably the greatest offense someone with a big audience like that can have. Someone that doesn't give enough shits to research his topics and just lets himself go with the flow and try to make something relevant. God, I can't even imagine what a part 2 is going to be. With all the ignorance and mistruths in this video, I can't even imagine. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, I know this isn't in my normal style of video. Hell, there was basically no gameplay in here. But thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to Ethereal Matrix. Subscribe to my main channel. And I've been your host, CMA Creeper. And I'm off.